And in terms of exits,
In terms of
what are
exits,
my options?
well, there is the one that is, of course, what you went down, but we'll put that one aside. And then there is the one that is leads to a very ornate entrance. Somebody has decorated the outline of the door, and that is goes to a grand staircase going down, and it is well lit, and it is you could do a nice procession up those stairs or down.
Okay.
Um, Now um, there is one other opening, a minor entrance in the wall opposite the main entrance one, the main staircase one, and that's just a corridor that might not even be all that recognizable as an entrance, except I mean there's a curtain over it, but it's not exactly secret that it's an entrance. It's just not very
Right.
grandly, displayed. Um, and uh, that is what you see. The other two Vargar are, uh, scampering about. One of them is about to dash down the stairs.
So I know that I want my sword. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if I can roll the weapon skill now,
Yes, you can.
um, to
Mm-hmm.
see if that can happen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good result.
Excellent. It's upstairs. It's through that door and upstairs. You know how you know? Because that Vargar, the one that didn't run down the stairs, is at that and is looking at you over their shoulder as they're going to go through that curtain with the guiltiest look you ever saw on anyone's face.
Yeah,
You're like,
the
oh,
corners of my. Yep,
right
I
there.
I see you,
Exactly.
and I say, not so fast, and I'll
Hmm.
start, bounding toward that
Hmm.
door.
Hmm. Excellent. So you are headed that way, and you, 13, coming up the stairs, are clearly going to be seeing a Vargar who is turning around and not looking at you because of all that going on over at the. There's a lot going on in that room. There's you at the corner, interfering with the other Vargar at the curtain. There's the one in the pit, basically in the trap door, who's clambering out and looking very angry, and bleeding. And then there is the one, yes, the one at the top who's a little distracted, not expecting anybody to be coming up the stairs. Um, and matter of fact, I mean, why would they? The door's closed, of course. So therefore, um, if you want some surprise on that Vargar for purposes of either an attack or just getting past them, 13 doesn't have to hit a very high number. Um, just
If I don't have to roll for what is going on here.
Well, as far as everything that's going on, that would be a pretty amazing intuition check, if you ask me. But but if
Basically, for me, it's enough
mhm,
to see that Deoxa is there, and right now, obviously, nobody is attacking her.
correct.
That's fine as far as I'm concerned, and I would like to be as close to her side as possible
Hmm.
because A, I'm sensing she's getting into trouble, and B, I have to talk to her.
Hmm.
So, what is it I roll? Stealth?
Um, Not stealth,
Or
not really. This is That's a good question. Um, well, it kind of depends on what you're doing. You said you just simply want to get to her, correct?
as fast as possible. So
Right,
I wonder
right.
if I use quickness to
Quickness is exactly
kind
right.
of being
Yeah,
fast as everybody else. Would
that's
that
what
work?
quickness means. That's yes,
Mm-hmm.
quickness by definition means breaking your rank order in
Mm-hmm.
the sequence. That's how you get out of the
Perfect.
quickness sequence is you roll quickness and you can dodge around someone.
Good. Let's see. That's great.
Oh goodness, you you handily, the other Vargar is, most perplexed to realize that a robot has run around them and is now over there by Theoxa. Um, and and then is overcome by horror, suddenly realizing that the door downstairs must be open. Shouts, "The door!" and runs down. Okay, so that's that Vargar accounted for. Now, that leaves Theoxa. You're not going to get some any resistance from this particular Vargar. As a matter of fact, the one in the trapdoor, who is, you know, pretty much out of there by the time 13 goes by, shouts, get her, stop her, kill her, very angry. And the other one, the one at the curtain says, "You try it," and backs away. so, um, so the one in the pit suddenly realizes that things are a little out of control. The robot's back, or a robot's back, something, and the door is open, and finally the angry one is saying, realizing this is no longer really a controlled situation. So, um, so the two of you are reunited at the curtain.
I am so happy to see you, 13. You would not believe you wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Well, what is going on here? I saw somebody with Iwa sword. Where is it? And something that
Well,
looked
I thought
like
it
the
was
real.
just up the stairs in the vault.
You know
You
it's up
took
there.
my sword?
You know it's up there.
Okay.
So that wasn't yours. Then
No.
get it.
Okay, I was hoping that you would tell me what's going on, but I'll get the sword
Get it
first,
first.
and then we can worry about it. So yeah, I'll continue heading up the stairs to the vault where I know it
Okay.
is.
Well, they're first of all, you're not at stairs quite yet. The corridor proceeds, wraps around a little bit, turn left before you hit some staircase going up. But the important thing too is another mechanics check
Okay.
from 13, or from both of you. Actually, might as well. Of course, there's always a catastrophic.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any augmentation I could do?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you come up with it. I'm not going to hunt for
Oh,
Passable. All right. I'm shocked.
I've got an awesome.
Oh, check it.
Nice.
Check traps. All right. Well, even passable was good enough. Passable was the threshold. So this one was a little bit easier, but anyway, so you kind of, as soon as you step on it, it kind of grinds. You're like, "Oh, what's that?" And 13, already having jumped over the trigger, says, "Oh, stop that. Quit playing with that. Come over here," or something. Don't want to, getting a little excited, coming up with one-liners. Okay, so therefore, yes, there's no trouble. You guys handily pass the trap, and then you can go around the corridor. And by the time you get to the staircase, it's kind of, you've made a U-turn through the turns, so it's going up now. If you look at the map, you'll see where you are. There's no reason to keep this map secret. And then finally, you will be up in B. And ooh, B is nice. B is the secret sanctorum of the Vargar ritual temple, and all sorts of holiness is there, but somewhat carelessly, as if somebody tossed it there and said, "Okay, you stay here. Clank is your sword." So, but you may notice quite a lot of if wealth travels upward through organized religion, well, this is where it goes.
I'm probably staying
Okay, the
at the
top. Yeah.
foot of the
Oh, at
stairs
the
for
foot.
safety
Okay.
reasons,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
go up there.
Okay.
Just
Good
to
enough.
keep an eye on
Right.
those
That's a good idea.
Vargar.
Yeah. They're mostly concerned with the entrance right now, but you never know, right? So, and also the bad news, as far as you can tell, is there is no. This is a dead end. There's nowhere to go. There's one way in. Get this special room up there in the middle. It was a steep staircase. You can see it in the cutaway. This was a long, steep staircase. Um, so not as long as the great big one from way down below, but substantial. And so if you get trapped up there, there's just no way out. So what do you do?
Well, I've got the sword and give it a few experimental swings.
Ah,
Uh, and I say, wait, I told you the sword was here, but someone took the relic that was in the hilt.
I know where they are. Come down. Or is there an exit up there?
No, just a lot of gold.
Then come down. I met them when I came in.
I'm rushing up to you. You saw them? Who was it? Ogox? Was it one of Shkazak's Vargar? Do you know?
No, it was a robot. It was. I think you remember the one we met at the origin? 4?
mm-hmm.
I think it was them, and there was one of those Vargar with him. Come on, hurry!
All right. I'm coming. You're talking about 4? Well, that makes sense. I think 4 might have been the one who knocked me out, or someone with him. My memory's hazy.
All right. So you'll make your way back into that other room where the other Vargar are now gone because they have gone downstairs. There's a lot of yelling and fuss coming from down the stairs to the exit. That's there's a lot of shouting and disturbance from the staircase that 13 had come up.
Thir 13. We have to find that relic. Do you think you could track them down? Ogox is going to kill me if we've lost that relic.
But you didn't have it with you, right?
It's true, but somehow I think I'm going to get blamed for this one way or another.
If not you, then me. So let's try to get it back. Last I saw them, they were making their way up the pyramid, so we have to get out of here and up there. And hopefully nobody is going to get into our way.
I'll kind of, this way, this is the way out. Say, I'll take the sword out and say, let's hope for their sakes that they don't. And I'll advance down the corridor ahead of you, looking my most menacing.
Let's also have Theoxa make an intuition check.
Okay. Should be. Sorry, which ability is intuition under?
Intuition is under fate.
Oh, perfect. All right. Passable, actually.
Oh, really? It strikes you that there may well be. Matter of fact, I'll give you a direction check to.
Okay.
It strikes you that there may well be a good reason for them to go onto the top of the pyramid. You're going, huh? Yeah, I would have gone that way. And then you have to think for a second as to why.
Okay. Ooh, all right. That is a good result.
Excellent. It's absolutely clear to you what's going on. They are going up to the top of the pyramid, which is flat. And then if you look at the picture, you will see that if they keep going straight and go down the opposite side of the pyramid, that they will be at the river. So they are making their escape.
I bet I know where they're going, 13. They're probably planning on making an escape by water. If we don't catch them, they're going to be gone. And we'll have no, it's going to be much harder to intercept them. And then I think we'll, if 13 has no objections, we'll continue down the stairs toward that commotion.
13 is probably going to be very quiet because she right now feels like an idiot.
So the other point I'd like to make is that there is that trap at the bottom of these stairs, which I'm certain 13 will remember. I'm not sure if I'm going to force a roll on that one. And then, what the hell?
Do you want me to roll to say to
Right. I mean,
jump?
No, that you have to basically, you're rolling against like feeble or something. I mean, it's not, but I just want to see if you get a catastrophic and both of you end up in the bottom of the pit.
I already did get a.
Nothing wrong with more catastrophics.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
That's a passable.
Excellent. So fortunately, you recall that there's. By the way, there's another one of those traps right there. Pause. Whoa! Wait, where? So,
a little more warning next time, huh? 13.
Yeah, with passable, it must have been like the last moment, right? It's like, what you mean here? Like here? So,
where I made that white step exactly.
Right. So therefore, getting out that corridor, now it would have been reasonable to fear that this corridor, as you can see from the map, the corridor, going straight to the entrance, your last stretch, as it were, to daylight, it would have been reasonable to fear that perhaps it was crammed full of spear-wielding Vargar in a phalanx with two ranks, with two in front and then two just behind them with the spears, 4 spears in an organized fashion, or something equally unpleasant, like, for example, crossbows. All of those would be reasonable to fear, and you would have been slain like pigs in a killing ground. But there is no such thing. There is, in fact, much confusion outside. And so, therefore, although plenty of people, as you will discover as you come close to the entrance, plenty of people would like to come in, they are being prevented from coming in, and the people who are doing the preventing are not looking behind them. Not looking behind themselves.
Touch.
Yeah. So they are busy. There are plenty of Vargar who says, there is a hole in our pyramid and we are interested. And there are people in front of that saying, and you're not going in. And others are saying, why not? And strangely, there's not a good answer for that.